Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Let's see. We got Rocky Top. We got Isaiah, Six Shooter, Chris, Craig, Air Repair, Matt T. Nothing particular tonight, guys. Just felt like getting on, for a bit. Shooting the breeze. I do have one little thing I want to talk about, though. And we'll get there here in just a second. Gary, how you doing, sir? Sammy C. David. Real quick, I'll let you guys shoot it off of acid in my Facebook group. My leak detector, I'm going to be getting a new leak detector. And, I always recommend the H10. And, what's up, Charlie? And, I want to get me another one. And I've tried a lot of leak detectors, but I want to, I want to go with a field piece. So I think the field piece is a good one. I mean, I have the yellow jacket also, but I want to go with the field piece. And normally I'd go with the H10, but I've had the H10. What about which field piece is better? The heated diode or the infrared? Fire away. Nope, never installed an Aspen mini split. Steve, how you doing? Josh, how you doing? I've had the H10 Pro. I tried it out. I liked it, but I didn't feel that it was as good. Appreciate that, Chris, but yeah, I appreciate that, but all that, they could continue to do it, but I'm done with it here. Anyway, I don't feel that the H10 Pro is as good as the G. So, I mean, I try. Backrack allowed me to try it, and I liked it, but it's not as good as the G was, the plug-in type. Anthony, how you doing? So, again, if you guys could give me your opinions in the chat, it would be greatly appreciated. Which field piece leak detector do you think is better? The SRL8, which is the heated diode, I believe, or the SRL2, which is the infrared. I might have those backwards. But infrared or heated diode. What's up, Shannon? The SRL2 infrared. Oh, it will not find really small leaks. So what do you think, Shannon? Is the SRL8 better, you would say? The Charlie, the H10 Pro, I'm not knocking it. It is a great leak detector, but I don't think it's as good as the plug-in one. Now, Charlie, are you using it on manual or auto? I'm also air repair. What Infocon, the TechMate or the DTech? Because I'm no, Charlie, you need to use it on manual. That's why. Always use the H10 on manual. I don't recommend. I would never, ever, ever use it on auto. The infrared, Michael says, seems to be the best. Air repair, are you using the DTech or the TechMate? I'm also considering the TechMate. Okay, because the TechMate is pretty because Charlie, you can adjust the balance like you want. Like the H10G that I had, the original one that you had to plug in 110 volts, there was no auto. You had to turn that dial yourself. It works a lot better that way. Trust me. So you're pretty happy with the TechMate air repair, because that's a pretty affordable leak detector there. Because I was kind of considering the D-Tech, but I think I really want to try the field piece. The infrared. Yeah, I mean, small micro leaks. Right, Shannon, I know what you're saying, but I mean, you could always, boost it up with nitrogen, if you had to or something. I mean, I get what you're saying, though. Mr. Chance, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. I just don't, normally I would go H10 and wouldn't even think twice, but there's two things, is that now that these units are getting taller on condensers and and most of the time we're leak searching an evaporator anyway, but if you have to reach, the H10 makes it hard because it just, it's got that sharp cord. That's what's good about a handheld one, with a wand on it. What's up, Kurt? You can reach, and reach down. Well, man, I was looking at the NavVac, man. The NavVac, I've seen some good videos on it, and the price is really good. I was thinking about that. What's up, random guy? I was really, really considering the NavVac. But I don't know. I'd like to. You pick up a small leak with the NavVac, okay? You know what, man? I don't know. We'll see. It looks like everybody is saying get the infrared field piece rather than the heated diode. I haven't really seen anybody say. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Chance, but I believe NavVac is different, man. I really do. I think NavVac has good stuff. They really do. I mean, it seems like they do. The TechMate air repair's got the TechMate. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody say to get the heated diode. Everybody has said get the infrared. They sent me one a couple years ago, Isaiah. They already did that for me, and I donated it to a trade school. That they asked me to try it out for a while and then donate it to a trade school. So that's what I did. Well, NavVac is really just starting to get into the supply houses. Charlie, I have the H10, but I mean, not the H10, shit, the yellow jacket. But man, sometimes I don't know if I trust it. That's why I'm looking for another one. I have the yellow jacket AccuProbe UV, but sometimes I think it lies to me when I'm looking for a leak. That's why I'm in the market right now. No, this is just solo. I'm just getting on here, shooting a breeze real quick. Just kind of wanting to get you guys' opinions on this leak detector situation, and then one more thing before I log off for the night. Normally I'd go H10, no questions asked, but I just want to try something different with a wand where where you can reach in on stuff. So that's why, if I do go with the field piece, I think I'm going to go with the infrared, because it looks like everybody here has said. I haven't seen anybody recommend the other one. Okay, can anybody clarify which one is which? The SRL, wait, SRL8 is the what, and the SRL2 is the what. I think Shannon said it earlier. I'm thinking the infrared is the SRL2. Why do you recommend the heated diode? Okay, because you have it, so you do really well with it. You find good leaks with it, Joe? Or you find leaks well with it, Joe, is what I should say. Let's see what the Facebook group is responding. SRL8 is heated diode. Okay. Infrared. Everybody's okay. One guy on Facebook says heated diode is way better. Okay. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for clearing that up. I got one guy on. Everybody has said infrared except for one guy on Facebook so far has recommended the SRL8. You only use the field piece for 410A. Okay. Well, how does it? What do you use? Okay. Have you ever tried it on R22, Joe? And what are you using for R22? Oh, I see, Shannon. Okay. Okay. What up, Ted? I got you, Joe. So you do use it with R22 to just kind of get the general location. All right, so we're going to look at the Shannon. Let me go back to Shannon's comment. I got you, Joe. Yeah, Shannon says the infrared sensor lasts 10 years versus 1 to 2 on heated diode. Okay. Only the H10. Okay, I got you. I've heard that the TechMate does really well on R22, but not 410A. I guess I'm going to go with the infrared if I do decide to go field piece. I got you, Joe. Well, I guess, I'll just I tell you what, one of the guys in the supply houses here really did me a favor the other day and didn't charge me and did me a huge favor, got me out of a bind. And I told him that I would buy a leak that I would buy a leak detector with him because of what he did. So I know he had a D-Tech in stock and he had a field piece in stock, but I can't remember which one. I mean, I literally cannot remember which field piece he had in stock. But I've got to go back and see him because I told him that I would buy a leak detector with him. So I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, I got Big Blue. I know that. I've been doing pretty good, but doing my own thing, man, staying busy. I swapped out a condenser yesterday, and I'm changing out another condenser tomorrow. I'm still doing my ICP. I'm gonna try to get some video on that. So nobody in here has opinions on the D-Tech, huh? Because I really want to go buy a leak detector with that guy because I promised him I would. I'm probably going to pay a little bit more than I would if I went through True Tech or something. But that man really got me out of a bind, and I the least I could do is go buy something with him. Oh well, yeah, Matt. Big Blue's the shit, dude. I mean, yeah, Big Blue, yeah, definitely. But anybody got any opinions on the D-Tech in here? Matt, I'm telling you, brother, John Pastorello from Refrigeration Technologies. Trust me, stick with Big Blue. It works. Eric M says the SLR8. So that's the heated diode one. That's what Eric says. You know what, man? Eric M is a really smart guy. So not saying that the rest of you guys ain't, believe me, I don't mean it that way at all. I don't know. Isaiah, how you like the D-Tech, buddy? You like it? Hey, Isaiah, what other leak detectors do you have, man? Because you don't need all of them. You can let me try one for a while. Good stuff, Matt. It works great, man. Anything Viper is great. Big Blue, Viper, any of that stuff made by Refrigeration Technologies, you can't beat it. I love the Viper pan treatment and stuff. So anyway, I've been doing really well, running, several service calls a day, changing out my second condenser since I started doing this. What other leak detectors do you have, Isaiah, besides the D-Tech? I'm going to go back over there tomorrow and see which one he's got. I've had great luck with wet rag. Yeah, Curtis, I tried giving you a shot, dude. Later. Yeah, I've had great success with wet rag. No, Isaiah, I'm asking you. I know you have other leak detectors, but I'm asking you what other leak detectors besides the D-Tech do you have? Oh, that's all. That's the only leak detector you own is the D-Tech? So anyway, well, I just wanted to get some opinions on that, and then sounds good, man. That'll work. I don't know. It's going to come down to the D-Tech or whatever field piece he's got in stock. I know the D-Tech is I think the D-Tech is about $60 more. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So the other thing that I wanted to ask or get some opinions on this. My other channel, the Outlaws of HVAC or the After Dark, it was both. I'm trying to figure out what I should do with that channel. You know, I've got some ideas tossing around. I have an idea in mind, and now that I have a little bit of extra a little bit of extra time on my hands, not that I have a lot, but since I'm doing my own business, sometimes I have an idea or two, but you know, I want to either do like a maybe like a HVAC tool review channel, or I don't know, maybe I'll do a show by myself on Wednesday nights, like because that's the night we were doing it. And I'm gonna go get me another audio interface this weekend where I can just take phone calls and stuff like that. So, what do you guys think with the other channel? I want to do something with it. A live job. I've done that before on Facebook. It's hard though because you got to find a place to prop the phone up, and or the phone will ring and it'll cut it off, and so it's. I mean, I can give it a shot, but I ain't making no promises. I have done it before. Yeah, I thought the tool review was a good idea, and we could still take live phone calls. I could still take phone calls. I should be able to take phone calls by this weekend. I plan on having my interface back or buying another one, and then I'll hook the phone back up. Tool review. Yeah, I'm thinking like HVAC tool review, or like tool review / tool introduction. You know. Yeah, I see you guys are talking about Microchannel in the chat. The condenser that I'm swapping out tomorrow is actually a Microchannel condenser, but the company that I went on a second opinion behind, I went on a second opinion / second estimate kind of guy. I was called out for a second opinion / second estimate. They said that it's a mobile home. They said that now, guys, I'm doing a lot of mobile homes around here, which does not bother me at all. Mobile homes are great. They're easy money for me, and there's no addicts, so I love it. But of course, but the reason I'm doing so many mobile homes is because the AC guys around here in Lafayette don't do them. People, like, when I first started doing advertising on Facebook, they were like, "Hey, do you do mobile homes?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, of course I do mobile homes." And they're like, "Well, okay, you come on over, because I've called like 6 AC guys in Lafayette and none of them do mobile homes." And matter of fact, because I guess these guys know, like when you give them the address of a certain, like out in the sticks, they'll say, is this a mobile home? And every time they would say, yeah, it's a mobile home, they'd say, oh, I'm sorry, we don't do air conditioning on mobile homes. So they just turn the call down. And Sammy, I don't know, man. I still haven't got a legit answer. I'm hoping I could talk to one of these guys one day and find out why. But I love doing them. They're easy money. Anyway, he did find another guy to go out. I mean, don't get me wrong, not every single one of them, but most of them. Anyway, he did find another company that went out, and they told him it was his evaporator coil that was leaking. And yeah, most of them are downflows, Monk. But anyway, Right, exactly, Shannon. And this guy's not an AC guy, but he's not a stupid guy either. And he knew that he had just replaced the evaporator in his mobile home about 2 years ago. And, and I told him, I said, well, that doesn't mean anything. He said, no, I understand. He said, but I just want a second opinion. So I went. And when I took the cover off of the evaporator in the mobile home, you can kind of look at evaporators sometimes and tell if it's leaking or not. I knew that there was a very, very slim chance that this evaporator wasn't leaking. So I went out to the truck and I grabbed my leak detector and I went ahead and scanned over it. And of course, I didn't find anything. And the customer goes, "Oh, he didn't even use one of those. He just looked at it and said, yeah, that's leaking right there." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, this is not leaking." No, of course not. Random guy. It's HVAC Brotherhood. And I said, "Where's your outside unit?" He said, "It's right out here. It's right out back." So we walked out the back, and when I turned and saw that York Lux Air, whatever sticker it had on it, Microchannel, I said in my head, that's where the leak's at right there. I am keeping the channel, Charlie. I'm trying to get ideas of what to do with the channel, like a HVAC tool review channel, or just like a weekly show where I take phone calls or Q&A through email, stuff like that. Anyway, so when I saw the condenser, I knew. I said in my head, that's where the leak's at right there. I popped the top off. Before I even ran the leak detector, I could see a big old streak of oil going down the and they're always in the same spots on these microchannels. Where the factory bends them in the curve, that it had a big old streak of oil going right down there. And I knew right away that's where the leak was. I put the leak detector on that streak of oil. It went crazy. If they don't leak there, they leak on that black rubber thing where the aluminum meets the copper. They're famous for leaking there. They're also famous for leaking around the bottom, the base of the coil. But most of the time, it's in that curve. And I saw a big old streak of oil running down that curve, hit it with the leak detector. The leak detector went crazy. So we're going to be swapping out his condenser tomorrow. It's in the back of the truck right outside, ready to go. And so just thought I'd talk about that since you guys were talking about Microchannel in the chat. But yeah, I just wanted, and trying to but getting back to that other channel, right, I renamed it, obvious, just, because those guys are not with me anymore. I just changed it to The Outlaw of HVAC, and I can leave it like that and just do a weekly show. And, whatever you guys think or interested in. Doesn't matter to me. I can do tool reviews. Yep, putting in an ICP. I still love my ICP. That's never going to change. Now, hey, buddy. Now, yesterday, the unit that we put in, I wanted to put in an ICP, but you guys, I've come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. It's okay. What, buddy? You see yourself on there? Hey, come on. Come see. Look. Come on. Go over there. There you go. Anyway, my supplier that handles ICP, they're also a Ream distributor. So they handle the Weather Kings. The Weather King Cube units are back in Weather King only. And so, I hit it in an attic. Tech 5, I hit a beam in an attic. Anyway, so this guy wanted to go cheap. He had a really nice house. And the Weather King condensers are cheap. I mean, them little cube units, you can get them really, really cheap. And that's the one I priced him to. I priced him the Weather King Cube and the Comfort Maker ICP, and he went with the Weather King. But this guy tomorrow wanted the he's like, look, I want the one you like or recommend. And I said, well, I like the ICP, the Comfort Maker. And he said, well, then that's the one I want. Monk, yes, that's correct. But listen to this. What's up, Joel? No, man, I'm still in Lafayette, but yes, I am working for myself. Been doing some advertising, and it's going really well. Right choice. I disagree, man. They're not garbage. There are some things. My Saints t-shirt is actually drying right now. It's hanging up drying. I hang dry my shirts. I don't like to put my shirts in the dryer. It's actually hang drying right there in the laundry room because I wore it. What's today? I don't know. I wore it and the wife washed it. So come on. Anyway, they're a pain. They can be a pain to work on. The capacitor's in a bad spot. The valves are in a bad, are kind of shitty to like when you got to open them and close them. I agree with that. But as far as saying that they're complete junk, I'd have to disagree because I fired that little unit up yesterday and it was a really smooth running machine. So I wouldn't say that they're complete junk. Anyway, so yes, I'm doing it. I forgot where I was going before I answered that question. Oh, Monk, the warranty. That is true. It's a 5-year warranty out the box, which like all units are if you don't register them. But a lot of people are confused about Weather King, about those little Weather Kings. You can go to its warranty.weatherking.com. You put in your serial number, the state you live in, your name, blah, 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 all that information, and you pay $30. They give you, and then you click it, and then it gives you an option to enter your credit card information. You pay $30, you can get 10 years on the Weather King. Now, I know people are like, oh, well, that's shitty. Well, I mean, the unit only comes with a 5-year, and that's all Weather King it wants to provide. So they're at the point to where they say, if you want the 10 years, you have to pay a fee. Now, with ICP and then, of course, your Ream or Rude equipment, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is register the damn thing. It's free. But with Weather King, you have to pay $30. The homeowner can pay $30 and get a 10-year warranty. So not a bad deal because you get the units at a really good price. That's exactly right, Robert. Robert hit it. Yes, air repair. The valves are very easy to get to on Bryant, Carrier, ICP, any of those products. ICP all around. I love Ream and Rude, but ICP, ICP is my favorite. I love them. Right choice. I mean, I got you. I mean, as far as the unit itself being junk, it's not. It's a well-built machine. It really, it's solid. That was, pretty impressive. Monk, I think you still got to do the same thing, man. I really do. I think you still have to do the same thing on a complete system, but I'm not positive, but I think you do. I would disagree with that. HVAC 01453 Comfort Star is it's a pretty piece of junk. I like Riemann Rude, random guy, but ICP is my favorite. York is I disagree, Michael. Before Johnson Controls bought him. Yes, Joel, I am. I'm doing both now. Although I'm only doing my second change out tomorrow, and they've both been condenser swap outs only. But yes, my cousin lives here, my first cousin, and he helps me when I need him. So yeah, I mean Ream and Root is great, but I just like ICP. I just it's what I prefer. ICP's easy. Now I'll say this: the only like normally I'll never buy a Ream piece of equipment over ICP because again my supplier has both, except when I'm doing a gas furnace. I agree with that random guy. Johnson Controls ruined a great product. KC, I intend to in the morning. Yeah, John Carrier's good stuff, man. The only time I will choose a Ream piece of equipment over a ICP is when I'm doing a gas furnace. I really like Ream and Rood's gas furnace. I think it's the best one on the market right now. I like it. I really do. It's easy to work on everything. Hey, Charlie, thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. What do you mean, Tech 5? You get to pick a brand as a contractor, or you just take what you can get? I'm assuming you're talking about once you become your own start your own business. Can you? I mean, yeah. I mean, you could sell any damn thing you want as long as the distributor will sell it to you. I'm not saying ICE, Stuart. I'm saying ICP. ICP stands for International Comfort Products. It's basically Comfort Maker, ArcoAir, Heil, Tempstar, Day and Night, and then I think there's one called Keep Right. It's nothing but a Carrier with a different sticker. That's what it is. But anyway, I will take a Ream. What's up, Rich? I'll take a Ream gas furnace over an ICP gas furnace. ICP is really easy to work on, except their gas furnaces they're not hard to work on, but they're definitely not as easy to work on as a Ream or Rood gas furnace, the new ones now. Other than that, I mean, I love yeah, Matt, I am. I will not use, and here's why. I will not use Ream. Like if I do a Ream, what's up, John HVAC? Matt, I will not use a Ream coil if I do a Ream system. If I'm doing gas, I will use an ADP always because first of all, I don't like Ream's coils. They're too damn big. And second of all, I don't like that crazy drain fitting that they have. Third of all, they don't fit the cabinet flush. There's always a gap, and I don't like that. ADP coils fit Ream or ICP flush. I don't use ICP coils because really the only thing I have against ICP coils is they don't fit the cabinets flush. You know what, Joe? You might be right. Ream might fit the cabinet flush, but I just don't like them. They're too big, and I don't like the crazy drain fitting. I know ICP, their coils do not fit their furnaces flush, so I always use ADP. Opinion of Linux? I mean, Linux is pretty user friendly. I mean, serviceman friendly. I'll give them that. They're pretty easy to work on. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they're a good unit. But sometimes when they move, when they move, you start getting into their higher SEER stuff. They get kind of fancy with some of their shit. So I mean, yeah. So I'm not really a huge fan of Linux. I mean, not that I really hate them, but I mean, they're okay. Um, thanks, Matt. Hey, Mr. Ken, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for the comment. Michael R22, man. I mean, 407C is great if you got POE oil, but I don't know anything about NU22. Do I like Goodman? Everybody in here knows the answer to that. And yes, Isaiah, I know, buddy. I know you do. I think so, Wild West. I'm pretty sure they do. I think you're correct. I think Linux has the highest SEER on the market. Joel, that's not the Mr. Ken that you know, buddy. That's a different one. Let's see. Random guy, it is what it is. That's what they got to have to get the SEER rating. Daikin's the same thing as Goodman. Goodman, I have a love-hate relationship with Goodman. There's things I like about Goodman, but then there's, Goodman put me in a bad position. Me and my dad in a bad position. We sold a bunch of systems. We had nothing but trouble with them, leaking coils, and I mean mostly leaking coils, and then a few reversing valves because we did mostly heat pumps. But man, they put they hurt us so bad. I just don't want to have anything to do with Goodman. I tried. I gave them a shot, but I don't have that's how I feel about Goodman. I mean, the people that work at the Goodman store are great. They were always great to me. I mean, we're a direct state. Gary, I don't know if I'd go that far because with York, I can get a non microchannel. So Joe Shear says Goodman has the best design of a gas pack. That may be true. I don't do enough package units to know if that's true or not, or to have an opinion on that. I agree that Goodman is cheaply made. They're flimsy. When you take the top off to do a condenser fan motor or something, the panels pop out, and you got to hold this one, get the top on, put a screw in it, and then pop this one in, put a screw in it, pop that one in to get. So they're pretty cheaply made. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The Amanas. No, Joe. That was that. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. My son just ran outside. I forgot to lock the door. Sorry, guys. That's part of his autism is he wanders and he doesn't pay attention to where he's going. Like the backyard, if he wants to go outside in the backyard, that's fine because it's all fenced in. He can't get out. Now, of course, the front, that's where the road's at. Not that we live on a busy street. There's no traffic, but I still don't want him out there by himself, though. But he can go in the backyard because it's all fenced in. But part of his autism is he'll just roam. He'll go outside and just start walking and running with that little game in his hand. He'll end up 5 miles down the street. It doesn't bother him. because he's not paying attention. So anyway, Joe had said something about the old Amana design when I was talking about the tops, but it has nothing to do with that. Actually, when Amana was by itself, Amana was a hell of a unit, man. Hell of a unit. See, the good thing about the Amana brand outdoor units is you can take the top off two ways. You can either take just the black grill off, or you can take the whole thing off. So you don't have to deal with the sides. You can just take the grill off. And their air handlers are, Goodman Amana. Their air handlers are flimsy. You know, they're pretty cheaply made. They don't even paint them unless you go above the ARUF. Just the doors are painted. The sides and the back are not even painted. So to me, that's, I mean, how hard is it to really throw some paint on there? But, whatever. I don't deal with a lot of package units on residential, so I don't really have much of an opinion on that. See, I like this. This is a good interaction. This is kind of what I want to do maybe every Wednesday night. Just talk with you guys in the chat about different shit. I mean, would you guys like me to do that every Wednesday night, but on the other channel? I don't know if I really want to so much do it here, because I want to try to keep this channel to Saturday nights and service and repair videos and install videos. So, I mean, would you guys be interested in taking the other channel and doing this every Wednesday night on the other channel? And just shoot the breeze like this every Wednesday night? And okay. And I could take phone calls too. Is everybody subscribed to the other channel? I can put a link in the chat for y'all if y'all want to go subscribe to it. All right, cool. Everybody says yes. Maybe I'll rename the channel. Right now I have it named The Outlaw of HVAC. Anybody else got? Yeah, I'm still going to do the hangouts on Saturdays, Dan. Don't worry. That's not going to stop. That'll continue right here on this channel. So I just put the link in the chat. Oh, yeah, we can do guests on Wednesdays. Absolutely. If y'all want to call in, or like one person at a time wants to come in here, that we're not going to load it up with people on Wednesdays. We'll just do like one person at a time. Yeah, maybe I should leave it The Outlaw of HVAC. What do you guys think? Should I leave it The Outlaw of HVAC or change it? So The Lone Ranger, whatever you guys think. But I kind of like this. It's pretty cool. Just shooting the breeze. Eric, I can't give you any advice on sheet metal, my brother. Keep the name, okay? That is a very, very weak point of mine. Not that I'm saying I'm an expert on everything in this trade, because I'm definitely not. I've been accused of that. And then I've had other people say that I suck and I'm a hack. And hey, that's great too. I'll take it. Anyway, I can't help you with sheet metal, man. I really can't. I wish I could, but can't do it, my man. I'm not good with it at all. Not good with sheet metal. I never claimed to be a sheet metal guy. So sorry. Hey, look, guys, there's going to be things that I can't help you with. I am not. I mean, I don't know it all. I feel like I'm pretty good at what I do, and I know what I know, but there's things I don't know too. Yeti, I would love to learn how to do sheet metal. Really would. I just never have had anybody. I've never had anybody just, show me. My dad wasn't a sheet metal guy. Never. And he never claimed to be. He had all his stuff made by one of his best friends, because the guy was like a second father to me. We hunted with him, fished with him, and he had a sheet metal shop. So he would build our stuff for us. So I just never had anybody, spend time with me and show me. Do I know anything about Nordyne equipment? Yep. It's shit. Now, look, guys, I'm known for dogging equipment and brands and stuff. I shouldn't have done that. They're all pretty much the same these days. And I'm not sitting here saying Goodman's a piece of shit. I have my issues with Goodman and Amana because of what I went through with Goodman and Amana. Okay. It's not a horrible unit, Goodman and Amana, but I'm not going to ever condone the equipment or recommend it because of what I went through. And if y'all were anybody that's been in my shoes would agree. But Nordyne is shit. I'm sorry. That one I will dog. I mean, Nordyne is shit. I hate Nordyne. So, do I think Goodman is a good unit? No, I don't. I mean, I don't think it's the biggest piece of shit out there. I would definitely sell it before I'd sell Nordyne. Hell, I'd probably sell it before I'd sell York, the way York is these days, honestly. But I mean, they're all pretty much the same. But I mean, if you're going to sit here and say, John, do you like Goodman? Do you recommend it? I am going to say no. But I will also tell you that I think there's worse equipment on the market than Goodman. Yes, Matt. Frigidaire is Nordyne. Nordyne consists of Frigidaire, Tappan, Maytag, Brone, Ari Michaels brand, which is Air Temp. I think it's Nortec now. I don't think it's Nordyne anymore. I think it's Nortec. It used to be Nordyne. Yeah, Nordyne uses, I'm going to call it Nordyne, guys. I'm sorry. So ICP is my favorite. That's what I like. You might not like it, and that's okay. But that's what I like. That's what I have good luck with. That's what I don't have trouble with is ICP. And I like it. Yes, Nordyne started the microchannel stuff. No, Tappan is Nordyne. Amana is Goodman. Okay, John Jones, Comfort Maker, ICP, 14 SEER. You never know what you're going to get until you take the box off. You may get an LG. You may get a Copeland. Anything above 14 SEER with ICP is guaranteed to have a Copeland. Guaranteed. So anytime you step above 14 SEER with ICP, you're guaranteed a Copeland. If you buy a 14 SEER, you're either going to get an LG or you could get a Copeland. No, Joe Shear, that's not true. That's not true. You don't know. You could get either or. But anytime you go above 14, you're guaranteed a Copeland. I don't have an issue with the LGs. Now, there was two generations. The first generation, I can't remember. Somebody told me what it was. There was a thing on top of the compressor that had the two blue wires coming off of it. Those weren't as good. But the new LGs don't have that anymore, and they almost look identical to a Copeland. I don't give a shit if it's got an LG in it. The son of a bitch has got a 10-year warranty on it, and I have had no issues with them, with the LGs. So, I don't care which one it has. But if you buy a 16 SEER condenser, you're guaranteed to have a Copeland scroll. So. But Nordyne, no Nordyne for me. Sorry. And I'll try to keep it to an hour. I've been on here for about 55 minutes. So we got about 5 more minutes to go. And, I'll try to an hour and a half, depending on how the conversation is going on Wednesday nights. Now, Saturday nights, I don't give a shit. We can stay on that all night long. And Saturday nights will continue right here. And hopefully you guys have subscribed to the other channel where we're going to continue to do this. Bristol. Oh yeah, I'm glad. That's pretty. And again, John, I don't mess with package units that much. You're good, Eastern. You're good. I'm going to put the link in the chat again to the Outlaw channel, and you guys go subscribe. That way you make sure to be there on Wednesday nights. You know, I'm glad you said that though, John, because that's one thing I want to bring back up about the Weather King. You know, which microchannel coil, Charlie? You talking about the one in the video from yesterday? Because I put it at the end of the video, if that's the one you're talking about. Dan, I will not wear a jersey. I don't wear the jerseys, but I'll have a shirt on for sure. I'll have my Saints shirt on. Okay, Matt, give me just a second. Well, Charlie, like I said at the end of the video, I wrote it in captions. The customer just decided to gas it up. That's it. I wrote that at the end of the video. They just decided to gas it up. So go subscribe to that channel. The link's in the chat. And we'll do on Wednesday nights. We're just going to stay on for about an hour, hour and a half. I will let one person in here at a time if they want to come in here and talk. And we'll also be able to take phone calls. Saturday nights will continue here on this channel. Luke M Tech. I'm not going to recommend a unit to you or anybody, okay? You have to find what you like. Now, if you want me to tell you what I like, I've already said it 1,000 times. I like ICP or Carrier or Bryant because it's all the same to me, but I like the ICP brands because they cost a hell of a lot less. No, Charlie, I'm not fixing microchannels, dude. I'm not doing it. I've had other people bring that to my attention, but I'm just not doing it. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I like the ICP brands because they're cheaper than Carrier and Bryant, and they are the same unit. They're nothing but a sticker. And to me, this is my opinion, they are the best bang for your buck for the price that you can get them. Now, they are by no means a builder's grade or low-end piece of equipment. A lot of people think, oh, ICP's no, ICP is not. ICP is damn fine equipment that I would put on any house. I don't give a shit how much it costs. Okay. It's great equipment to me for the price, and it's built like a freaking tank, especially the main line. You buy a mainline condenser, that damn thing is built like a tank. So I'm not going to recommend anything to you. But what I will tell you is that I've been around the block. I've been doing this for 16 years. I think they're all pretty much the same as far as internal parts and stuff, but I like ICP. I just do. I like Root and Ream. You know, I think their new line, I think, is great. So I say, you know, that's what I like. I mean, I don't like Nordyne. I would definitely not recommend Nordyne. So, you know, but I mean, Luke, do you have your own company, or I mean, are you on the fence about what brand to sell, or what, or you know, what's going on there? So, okay, Matt T wanted me to talk about Goodman's lifetime compressor warranty. Yeah, Ted calls them comfort takers. Let me tell you something. Even Ted Cook will tell you that ICP is a great piece of equipment. And that's something, because Ted loves Train. But even Ted can see that ICP is great. They're easy to work on, easy to install. I mean, it's just great equipment, in my opinion. I like it, you know. Anyway, okay, Matt asked me to touch on Goodman and Amana's lifetime warranties and why they do it. So, Matt, why they do it, I don't know. I can't answer that, but I will talk about it. Now, let's clear something up right now. Used to, when they first started doing that, you had to buy a 14 SEER or above. That's when 13 SEER was still something down here. Now you have to buy a 16 or above to get the lifetime compressor warranty. Now, that's with Goodman and Amana. Now, remember, you have to be a dealer with your distributor to be able to buy Amana, but anybody can buy Goodman. Now, Goodman does have a lifetime warranty on their stuff 16 and above, but you only get a compressor when the compressor goes out. Now there's also some how do you say, some fine print to that warranty, and we're going to talk about that real quick, and that's the last thing we're going to talk about. Then we're going to close this out for the night. No, Dane, I have not. I got you, Luke. Luke, like I said, man, you take it for what it's worth, man. But you know, knock on wood, no issues with ICP. And I've installed a lot of them. It's not like I've just installed a handful of them. I've installed a shit ton of them. I have them on family's house, everything. All right. So, Amana and Goodman. With Goodman, no, you do not get a new condenser. Not with Goodman, not with a Goodman badged unit. You get a compressor. A compressor with Goodman, with the Goodman badge. With the Amana, you get a whole new condenser. Now, there's some fine lining in that warranty. Yes, Amana, you get a condenser zap, but not with Goodman. With Goodman, you only get a compressor. Now, there is some fine print to that warranty now. Of course, you have to register the equipment. You have to register it, or you're not going to get it. 2, if you sell the house, it does not transfer over to the new owner. It reverts back to a 10-year. So the lifetime warranty is gone. Now, there's a lot of guys are out around here, not a lot, because most of the guys around here sell Train, but the ones that do sell Amana, they advertise that shit. Call us for a lifetime warranty. You know, if they only knew they were hurting themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, I did it too when I sold Amana. I would advertise that shit. Goodman and Amana is Copeland, Gary. I don't know that Goodman and Amana use LG. I've heard they do, but I know in their above 14 SEER, it's all Copeland. So, I was advertising the lifetime warranty as well, and it was a mistake. The lifetime warranty is not good for us, for contractors. How can it be? We can never sell equipment again. We can't, if the unit dies, they get a new unit. The only thing I'm not clear on, maybe somebody knows, seems like Zap knows a good bit about it. I think my buddy Trevor's in here. I think I saw my buddy Trevor in here, and I know he works for an Amana dealer. Yeah, Joe, I think they only do that on like the 1.5 ton and 2 ton, though, if I'm not mistaken. How many times will Goodman give you a compressor when that lifetime warranty goes out? Or how many times will Amana actually give you a new unit? Is it just one time? Yeah, sell labor, but man, I want to sell equipment, when I'm doing something. Zap says lifetime can only be used once. So so Zap, let's look at it like this. You got a unit out there, customer loses a compressor for the first time. They get a brand new condenser. Okay, I understand that. Let's say in a year or 2, they lose another compressor. What happens then? Okay, because Joe says he's done unit replacement twice. So we got one guy saying this and another guy saying that. Maybe, that's one thing I'm not clear on, because I've only had to do it. I didn't have compressor issues with Goodman Amana. I'll give Goodman Amana that. I didn't have compressor issues. I mean, they use a Copeland scroll. And I did good, I do good jobs when I do a change out. I install my stuff right. I just had leaking evaporators, and it doesn't matter how good you install something. If that fucking evaporator is going to leak, it's going to leak. Well, yeah, I mean that's true, Joe. Because okay, if you swap out a unit for a unit and you re-register the new serial number, then bam, you got a lifetime warranty again. So I mean, how would they ever know? ICP stands for International Comfort Products. Yes, it matters if it's installed right. And look, I only had to use the lifetime warranty like twice on two separate people. I mean, I just didn't lose compressors. I took my time and did a good job. Um, it was the coils that I had issues with. Improved Carrier products, it's the same thing. That's what people don't realize. When ICP, they used to be a little, they weren't with Carrier. They were a little different. Yeah, I mean, they were with Carrier owned them, but Carrier kind of kept it separate. The furnaces were made a little different. The condensers were made a little different. The air handlers were made a little different. Then you started noticing that the air handlers were made the same, but not everything else. Then the air handlers and the condensers were the same, but not the furnaces. Now it's like Carrier said, you know what? To hell with it. We're just going to make everything the same and just rebadge it, because there is literally no difference between a Carrier and ICP condenser, a Carrier and ICP gas furnace, a Carrier and ICP cased coil, or a Carrier and ICP air handler. There is no difference. And all the condensers are built in Tennessee in the same building, and they're just rebadged. So obviously Carrier finally said, look, we're not going to keep building shit different. We're just going to build it all the same. And that's exactly what they did. And there are a gajillion brands out there of ICP. Believe me, I know. Yes, Insane Clown Posse. That ICP also stands for Insane Clown Posse. Okay, let's see what Zap says. Within the first 10 years, all parts are warranties, no matter how many times it's replaced. Okay. Zap, my thing is that you go, compressor dies, you get a whole new unit. You give the serial number to the customer, or you do it yourself, however way, and you say, okay, you need to register this new unit. Bam, that's another lifetime warranty. So if that compressor dies, you just get another lifetime warranty. Or you just get another condenser, because let's see. Dane says they replaced the compressor twice, then the unit. The third time on the package unit didn't install originally. Okay. I'm not talking about package units, because I don't think they do that on package units. I don't think they do unit replacement warranties on package units. Not that I'm aware of anyway. ICP tech support. I only had to call them once on something, and they were great. And honestly, it was how to work. It was stupid. I don't know if maybe ICP has done this yet. If they haven't, they need to. Their communicating thermostat is like from the old time days. They really need to update it if they haven't already. And I put it in my first inverter system, and I had to call them once or twice on the same job, twice, I think, to ask them a question about the observer control. And they were great. They were really good to me and very nice. They weren't rude. So, a couple times I did call. Maybe your Johnstone does ICP. We don't have Johnstone here where I live. Now in Baton Rouge, they had Johnstone. They did not do ICP. They did Goodman and Coleman and Daikin. Okay, it automatically switched to the new serial number. Okay, so They did not do it like that for me here, Joe. So see, it's different everywhere because I asked my guys at the Goodman store, how do we do this? And he'd say, oh, just tell the customer to register the new serial number. And I'm like, so that means if the compressor dies again, they get another unit? And they said yes, which I never had to go that far into it. Now, Joe, you were selling a lot of Amana when you left York, just like me. When we left York, we went to Goodman and Amana. What happened with you? Didn't you oh yeah, you got pissed off at Johnstone, right? Isn't that why you quit selling it? Monk, not only have I seen them, I've installed a handful of them. Testo, the Ferrari of HVAC. I don't know about that, but my new S-Mans are pretty damn cool. I've got the new 380V and they're pretty badass. Oh, and I also saw today that they now connect with Measure Quick, so I need to get me some airflow probes. Okay, so Joe, it wasn't the equipment for you. It was your distributor. Michael, used to be made in China now, bud. But you're right. When Testo first came out, my first set of Testo 550s years ago. Matter of fact, you can go back and look. It's probably been about 4 or 5 years ago, but shit, maybe even longer than that. They were German, but they are not German anymore, bud. They are Chinese. The 380V is like 4 something, I believe. Yep, Michael, no longer Germany. Monk, it is a microchannel. Now, and you're going to ask, well, if you hate microchannel so much, why'd you install it? Because that's all the customer wanted. So, yes, KC, I don't know if you're asking me that or if that's a statement, but yeah, if just in case you are asking, yes, you can use the 380V with Measure Quick now. Yes, John, but I don't use it anymore. I'm not using it right now. Not saying I don't like it and it's not a good product, because it is, but the S-Man's really cool, dude. The new S-Mans they're pretty cool. They're pretty pimp. Yep, Testo is Chinese now. They're not the same. They are not made in Germany anymore. My first set of 550s was made in Germany. I believe, we're talking about the smart, talking about stuff like that. And, we got about another 15, 16 minutes here. And we'll be doing an hour and a half. And the hour and a half is going to be, that's as long as I'm going to let it go on Wednesday nights. I believe John HVAC here in the chat has tested. John, have you tested the 2nd generation Testo smart probes? I think he has. Let's see. What else do we have here? Zap says he installed an Amana 96% gas furnace today, and the unit Bluetooths to an app on his phone to set a variety of profiles. That is pretty damn cool. That I like. I had heard that. That's pretty damn cool, Zap. That's pretty damn cool. KC, what sucks? Where is field piece made? I don't know. Good question. I'd have to go grab one of my tools out the truck and look, but I'm not sure. And I also use the UEI sponsors the channel. I have the Hub 6. I also love it. And the UEI 429B voltage meter. Really, KC, the Testo 2nd generation, they suck? Interesting. So I'm guessing the range is not any better, because it's supposed to be up to 350 feet from what I've read. Oh, that's good to know, John. That's real good to know. Man, that's crazy. I can't believe that about the Testo second generation. Very interesting. Guys, just for the hell of it, I'm going to put the link to the Outlaw channel in the chat again. Sketchy on the videos, huh? On the videos, on the digitals, huh, man? A little bit better on the range, but still cuts off. Okay, but so you're telling me they're not as good as Testo's saying, right? Is that what you're saying, KC? Tech 5, don't be sketchy on digitals, man. You know, now when they first came out, I could understand, but you know, I'm telling you, dude, the new Testos are awesome. Testos, the new field piece is awesome. The Hub 6 is cool. The field piece probes are cool. The Testo smart probes, if if range was an issue, I mean, I'm sorry, if range is an issue, I wouldn't get the Testo. Very true, Michael. Hey, Yeti, I hear you, man. But if you would go back and give it a subscribe, we're going to start doing this right here on Wednesday nights on that channel, just shooting the breeze. Just me. And I'll let some of you guys come in as a guest one at a time if you want to talk about a certain thing. And I'll take phone calls if you don't want to come in. And maybe I can get some guests from some of these places to come in or something. You know, we'll see. John HVAC says the range is better, but no way near 350 feet. Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Very true. Tech 5, I agree with Dan. Digitals are awesome, but I would learn. You need to be. I don't know what your experience is. I don't know if you're experienced or green or what you are. You may have told me before, and I don't remember, so I'm sorry. But definitely learn on analogs first. I agree with Dan. The bullies of HVAC. Yeah, that's what I could call it. The bully. What did they call me on over there at the other channel? The bully of the HVAC community, or the bully of the HVAC YouTube community, or the YouTube HVAC community. There we go. That's what I can name the channel. That is very true. N8 field piece customer service. If you have an issue, top notch, top freaking notch. I've talked about this before, but long story short, I got in a wreck in my Super Duty with the utility bed a couple years ago. Broke the hook on my S-Mans. I had the 360s at the time. Broke the battery cover, lost the screws. Called Field Piece. Told them that my supply house could not find part numbers for just the hook or just the battery cover and then the screws. Get your feet out of my face. And I told them that I would be willing to pay whatever I had to pay, but they were broken. Field Piece sent me that stuff for free. They sent me the hook, the battery cover, the screws, everything for free. And she said, so sorry to hear about your wreck. Don't worry about it. Just give me your address. So I thought that was very cool of them. Dane, honestly, I know they're a sponsor, and a lot of people get the wrong idea when you're sponsored by somebody. I'm telling you, dude, I don't care if UEI drops me tomorrow. I would still recommend that Hub 6. The app is really cool. The app is, and the tool is good. I mean, it already has a built-in T or a pass-through, whatever you want to call it, for charging. You don't have to put a T in it. So, dude, I know they're a sponsor, but hell yeah, man. You know, I did a video on this channel. I don't know if you've watched the video that I did. I hooked up the airflow probes and everything to my unit. And hell yeah, I like them. Yes, honestly, no bullshit. UEI could drop me as a sponsor right now, and I would still say they're badass. So, yeah, I highly recommend them. Are we good here? Okay, yeah. I hadn't seen the chat move in a while, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on. You had the opposite. Well, okay, well, do tell, John. You see, this is why I want to be able to take phone calls again, because like what John said, I know that's going to be a lot for him to type, but John could call in and explain. You see, and what's cool about this StreamYard is like, let's go back to Dane's post. We can do this right here. Bam. See? If we want to, that way everybody could see the question that we're answering. So that's pretty cool. And then like right here, my buddy John said he said he had a different experience and I asked him to explain. Bam. John HVAC says I had the opposite experience with UEI. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what the range, I don't know how good the range is supposed to be on the um on the meter. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm texting a buddy back real quick. Just bear with me. Well, N8 to me, that's okay. See, let's highlight N8's comment. To me, that's not an issue. To me, that's something less that you have to connect wirelessly and less batteries. So it doesn't bother me. No, Dane, I hope I'm saying your name right. I didn't take it as disrespect at all. I'm just clarifying myself that. And I gave you a perfect example. Sporlin used to sponsor me. Okay, so I used to promote the Zoom lock like crazy. Sporlin hasn't sponsored me in almost 2 years. Oh, let me send this text real quick. So right now, I have no reason to lie about the Zoom lock. I used to say the Zoom lock was a great tool when they sponsored me. Guess what? They haven't sponsored me in almost 2 years. I still think the Zoom lock is a great tool. I have no reason to lie about that. They're not even sponsoring me. So honestly, yes, I can post a link to the Outlaws again. No problem. Okay, it's there. So yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, no, I didn't take it as disrespect. Believe me, I didn't. We don't have time, Gary. Let's save that for Saturday night, man. We only got 5 minutes left. Oh, well, that sucks, John. I'm going to put John's comment on the screen. I hate to hear that, John. Oh, you said they've corrected the design since. Okay. Well, hate to hear that, man, because the ones I have been great so far. Tech 5. Come on, man. We got about 4 minutes left. What is what are you thinking? What's holding you back? What are you What are you comparing? Which one are you looking at the most? Let's show Tech Five's comment there. He's on the fence about digital gauges. I'm sure everybody would like to tune in on this to help him out. Appreciate you, Dane. Let me take. Okay, there's. Come on, Tech Five. Right back, man. Absolutely, absolutely, KC. I mean, honestly, we're motivated. We're pissed off about what happened last year. I really think. I think so, man. I do. I do. I really do. I mean, I know it's just because I'm Louisiana and this and that, but I've been watching and seeing some of the stuff they're doing, and they're upset about what happened last year. We got screwed, and I really think it's going to be another good year for us. So, no, sir, Sammy, I don't do refrigeration. Absolutely, Casey. Air repair. I hear you, man. A lot of people are stuck on analogs, but I really think that if you would try a set of digitals, you would change your mind. Hey guys, look, air repair. I still have analogs hanging up in my truck. Okay, not knocking analogs at all. You want to do a box with me? What the hell you mean? Oh, a damn walk-in? No, man, I don't. Fuck that. I don't want to do refrigeration. What brands, Tech Five? Like, are you Tech Five? Are you wanting? Because we only got a couple minutes left. Are you? I mean, I'll go over a little bit, but not much. Do you want a manifold if you would go digital, or would you want smart probes? Let's clear that up first. Would you want a manifold or smart probes? I just don't like refrigeration, Sammy. I tried it. My dad used to do it. He tried to get me to do it. I hated it. Did not like it at all. Have no desire to do it. Tech Five. You know, um, what I like about the new S-Man is you still have that manifold. So you have your screen, but it also connect. Hey, Right Choice, thanks for tuning in. I hope you subscribe to the Outlaw channel and you'll come in Wednesday and Saturday on this channel. You still have, you can connect to the app, no problem at all, to the Field Piece app or the Measure Quick app, and you can get airflow probes and connect that. So, you know, it's pretty cool, but Tech 5 is a little slow responding. So maybe we'll have to pick this up again next Wednesday or something. But oh yeah, digital gauges, dude, are set up for so many different refrigerants we can't even name them all. Yes, Tech 5, I understand, but you can do that with a manifold or smart probes. What I'm trying to get cleared up here is, would you want a manifold or smart probes? Yeah, the 460s are great, and the 360s. I'm just not a four port guy. I don't know how you. To me, 4-port manifolds are bulky, and I like a 3-port. But hey, again, to each their own. Everybody really, this is not about, oh well, I do things this way, and if you don't do it, fuck you. No, this is not what that's about. You know, if you like, I don't like 4-port gauges. Haven't owned them, never will, except for the Yellow Jackets because that's the only way that they come. But you know, my S-Mans are 3-port. Guys, we are officially out of time. We're actually 1 minute over. Maybe so, Zap, but you know, I don't vacuum with well, I mean, I have lately been vacuuming with the manifold, but I mean, you know, that's again, you can argue, well, just use a half-inch or 3/4 inch vacuum rated hose and pull the core, you know. So it's to each their own, man. You know, it just again though, you know, if that's what you like, hey, you know, that's great, man. It's you know, I don't mean no disrespect at all. Look, yeah, exactly, guys. You know, it's during the week, so we're not going to do the Saturday night thing. We already went 2 minutes over tonight, which is not a big deal, you know. But I want to keep this to an hour, hour and a half. M. Corley, I appreciate that. This is going to start next week on the other channel, the Outlaw channel. I'm going to post that link one more time for y'all. Please go subscribe, turn on the notifications. I'm going to log off of here. It's 9:30 my time. I have a change out in the morning. So, you know, I'm going to go chill, get some rest. And, you know, I just wanted to get on here and just talk to you guys, you know, and just shoot the breeze. And that's what we'll do every Wednesday night. We'll just, you know, take your questions, and I hope to have. I'm going to do my very, very best to have the phones set back up by next Wednesday. So, thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody out there. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for coming in. I really enjoyed this. Thank you for shooting the breeze with me. And yeah, this I think this will be good. Please go subscribe to the channel. The chat is up. Just scroll up. Thanks, guys. Good night.